Welcome to Olympian Water Testing, giving you the best in water analysis. Today we're looking at PFAS in New York State. The project explores notable per- and polyfluoroalkyl substances, PFAS, drinking water contamination in New York State. So we know about PFAS. They're a group of 1,000 man-made chemicals with many carbon and fluorine CF bonds, and they're extremely resistant to most surfactant activities and degradation processes, which makes them desirable in a variety of applications. The problem is they're present in items all around us: household products like nonstick cookware, utensils, food packaging, polishes, cleaning agents, creams, stain-resistant and waterproof clothes, textiles, carpets, upholstery, paper, to industrial products like firefighting foams, pesticide formations, ski wax, lubricating oils, even drugs and medical devices. Agency for Toxic Substances and Disease Recovery, ATS-DR 2020, European Environmental Agency, EEA, and Toxic Free Future, TFF. The same attributes that make PFAS desirable for use in industrial and commercial products render them toxic and difficult to remove from the environment and the human body, and their inability to break down and their capacity to bioaccumulate have earned PFAS the label forever chemicals. So how are we exposed to them? The manufactured use and subsequent lifetime degradation of the products that contain PFAS lead to release and recirculation of PFAS throughout the environment, and humans are exposed to PFAS through the ingestion of contaminated drinking water and seafood, inhalation of contaminated indoor air, and contact with contaminated products. So what are the health risks associated with PFAS? Epidemiological studies have shown a potential link between PFAS exposure, thyroid disease, high cholesterol, ulcerative colitis, kidney cancer, testicular cancer, pregnancy-induced hypertension, and other health issues. So very, very big problems. And there were some case studies. The EGW published a map of PFA-contaminated sites in the U.S. across numerous New York State sites. And while theirs was a big undertaking, they found not all the available drinking waters data for NYS were included on the map. Therefore, they focused on the prevalence of PFAS in Long Island, which includes Nassau and Suffolk counties. Rensselaer and Orange County locations have been pronounced drinking water contamination by PFAS. So we can see Long Island right here. We can see the maps. We can see the legend here. PFA contamination in Long Island, and PFAs are present in Long Island's drinking water supply. The Rocky Point Pine Barrens State Forest region shows especially high levels of PFA concentrations at the North Road, Meeting House Road as well. PFOA was detected concentrations up to 53 parts per trillion, and PFOS was detected at concentrations up to 765 parts per trillion. And there's no safe amount of PFAs. They also explore the potential sources of the PFAs and are historically have been used, and these sources include fire stations, airports, and military sites, which may have been used by PFA-containing products manufactured by companies like 3M, DuPont. A side-by-side map of PFA detection and possible PFA sources are presented on the following map. In Rensselaer County, 2 communities had their water supplies contaminated by local plastics. In the village of Hoosick Falls, St. Gobain Performance Plastics used PFA in their manufacturing. We can take a look at what's going on here with the different PFAs, and these are a ton of different chemicals. As we can see what's going on right here, this is pretty scary to see this. The majority of maps are clustered around the Hoosick Falls and Petersburg along the Hoosick River, and you can see in Petersburg there are 2 clear clusters, one around the Petersburg landfill and the right around the Tonic Plastics on the left. We can see what's going on in Hoosick Falls. Apart from those, there's a few other locations that have PFAS levels. The Tamanek Reservoir. This reservoir provides water to Troy, the city of Rensselaer, East Greenbush, North Greenbush, Brunswick, Saratoga, Potoskill, and Minutes for comparison. There's also Orange County as well, the city of Newburgh. We can see the PFAS concentration right here. And this is quite scary. So, remediation measures. What are they? Many places that have PFAs either had temporarily or permanently switched to new uncontaminated water sources. For example, the city of Newburgh has been connected to New York City water supply and a backup surface water, Browns Pond, since its original water contamination was identified. Similar, Hoosick Falls is considering switching their existing well fields to Tanock Reservoir or uncontaminated well fields. Multiple technologies can remove PFAs from drinking water, and these include granular activated carbon filters, GSA, and GAC filters are more commonly used technology since they are more cost effective as well. We can see their effectiveness here. There's also regulations, but the issue is that these chemicals are quite ubiquitous in different places. Even if some things were changed, this is still a huge problem, not only in these areas, but it could be in your area as well. So keep that in mind. That's why it's always a good idea to periodically test your water for forever chemicals.